Hey, Chipper, Grouchy. What giveaway? You want to judge today? Seriously, Grouchy? Trade your Beretta for it? Not really. Hey, just a Killdeer, Chris, LS. I don't know how they beat me in here. How is everybody doing? Hey, Boski, Sasquatch. Best life adventure. Yeah, what Best Life said. No, Killdeer's Killdeer. I think. No, there's no, Killdeer's Killdeer. Chris Griffin is Chris Griffin. How did Tina? Oh, there she is, Tina. Old Doc, Texas Prepper. Okay. Okay, y'all all popping in here like crazy. I did not do the slow-mo thing. Oh. If I miss your name in the chat, my apologies. We hit the jackpot at a garage sale today. We're going back tomorrow. They just thought, hey, you know what? Let's throw up a sign that says garage sale while we're going through the place. Dude, there's 2 whole rooms in the back they haven't even started going through yet that are going to be available tomorrow. They bought, I don't know, probably $200 worth of stuff for $25. Okay. Into the bush. Hello, Walter Davis. Make sure I didn't miss somebody. I don't know if I said hey to Texas Prepper. I believe I said hello to Old Doc, but I'll say it again. Somebody said hi to Smolo, but I don't see Smolo. Oh, yeah, he's up here. He snuck in. There's supper in there, dude.
Okay. I was going to grab some.
Which one?
Thank you.
I made like a lot of catfish, and I ate like a lot of catfish, and there's still catfish left. Oops, I forgot to turn my camera off. You want me to like put like a really pretty picture? I can screen share and put a pretty picture on or something. You want me to do that? I'm not going to. That impetigo or whatever, we call it infantigo around here. Infant tigo. Something we do. But that stuff sucks. I got it on my face and I'd mess with it and then I'd scratch my head because it was summertime. And I wound up with huge sores on the top of my head and all on my face. The mom took me to the doctor. The doctor said soap and water make me leave it alone. It cleared up.
hope you're not dying.
Who's dying?
Westwind's dying. Apparently, he needs both hands to die.
Why are you dying, Westwind?
If it takes both hands, leave one busy so you don't die.
Maybe he's like actually making something a different color. I don't know how you spell it. Or maybe he meant driving.
Dying. Leather. Oh,
okay.
That kind of dying he can do.
Okay. We were concerned for you. Stuff. Oh. Yeah, that's the first step in all other projects is something has to die. Or, well, I guess you could skin it alive. That would just be wrong. It's going to die anyway. You might as well kill it first. That external frame backpack I got, man, if I fill that thing with gear, I ain't going to be able to put it on. It's flipping huge. Bright orange, though, man. I'd be spottable. Be able to see me for 100,000 miles. There you go. What's that? Dadgummit, the movie with the guy that didn't die on the train or whatever. You know, everybody else on the train died and he didn't. AC-103. What? The thing glitched out on me and I didn't even know what they were giving away tonight. My lucky number 55 didn't get me in it tonight, though. Dadgummit. Does anybody know how to test gold? Like a home test kit for gold. Does anybody have any ideas? Cool.
Acid, mercury, ain't got no gold. Ain't got no.
Well, if anybody has a video link that they can give me to, because are you gonna go get it?
Yes.
I didn't say anything out loud. Can't even lie to her anymore because she just knows what I'm thinking. I was thinking about jumping up and running out there and getting it. I think I dug a big chunk of gold up out of the daggum road the other day. So. Crazy heavy. Oh, I was just talking about that. Doesn't look like much on that side because it's covered in asphalt. I don't know if you can see that side or not. At first, I thought it was just brass. I drove over it for a month thinking it was brass. But then when I finally stopped and popped it out of there, the backside's actually got decorative whatever. It's got a pattern on it. And there's a little place for a clasp key, and it's really flexible. It's like heavy, and it bends super easy. It's not brass. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's heavy. Now I've got some 14 karat gold somewhere. I had it laying up here. And it's yellower than it. Like really deep yellow. So I don't know.
If it's real, would it keep shape after being pushed down?
It was smushed down in that, and the side that was up is polished smooth. When this originally wound up on the road, it was there was twice as much here. And this side is just polished down smooth from all the vehicles going over it. And this side's still got the pattern, which is really deep. Oh, you can't see it. That dark is asphalt. It was literally buried in the road. And it's 2 or 3 ounces. Nah, an ounce, maybe a little over. It's just like
Brian Warlock and High Desert Time.
Hey, High Desert, and hey, High Desert, do you know how to check and see if something's gold or something else?
You gotta have acid.
Acid.
That's what they said.
I gave up on acid. I don't do that anymore. That's about free.
Where's it too big for a ring?
It has a little thingamajigger here. I just popped it out of the ground real fast. There was actually another piece of metal right here on this part, and it stayed, and I didn't get it out. I need to go see if I can find the ring where I dug it out. There may be a chain in the asphalt too.
Bite it. Ew, no.
I thought about that. It really is soft, people. Y'all have no idea. I mean, it's like super. It's super soft. It's.
Yes,
It may be brass. If it's brass, it's brass. I just thought it was cool. Find out. Magnet won't touch it.
Not touch it.
Gold's not magnetic. I mean, I tried it with one of my big angle magnets. It won't touch it. It won't pick it up. I guess I could do that. But I don't want to walk into a pawn shop with a piece of brass or something. That would be embarrassing. You know, come to think of it, I do know something that'll tell me if it's brass, and I'll try that first. Yeah, there's the acid test and stuff, but I don't want to go buy, you know, 50, 60 bucks worth of acid for. But I do know how to check and see if it's brass. I'll do that first. TK, how long have you been in the house?
He came in when I went out.
Oh, come on.
There's numbers on it.
There's numbers on it, but it was. Do you want some food? 8 cats.
Not copper.
It's not copper. I know what copper looks like. If it was copper, it would have been dark brown or green by now. Oh. What else y'all want to talk about? I just thought I'd throw the question out there, see if there's anybody more intelligent than me. Let's see what y'all want to see what we got in CH Cadell. I just got this. Who shops at CH Cadell besides me? I don't shop there much, just every once in a while. Whenever they got like a really good sale on. Ooh, vintage military bag for your collection. Ooh, it's a flare gun bag. Oh, that's a little bitty bag. Whoop, got a hammock. Mosquito net included. Casey's dead. We have a refractory ground tarp. That's pretty cool. If anybody wants to give me one of these, you can.
Did you have fun with this from Canada?
Oh, yes, I did. We've actually been chatting back and forth. He still wants me to go up there. My only problem is having to go. I was thinking about it, and then I watched that movie about the Canadian zombie apocalypse. And I don't want to be trapped up there in Canada when the zombie apocalypse comes. For starters, y'all got some throwed off zombies. And for second, I wouldn't have any backup getting back down here where there's people who know how to use a gun. So, but other than that, yeah, Chris is a blast. You better, if you decide to go hang out with Chris and do videos and stuff like that, you have better be ready to work. And I'm not talking like you're normal, you go to work and you want to prove to the boss that you got that raise coming and stuff. I'm talking you go to work and they chain you to the bottom of the boat and they hit you with a whip and you roll or you die. That kind of work. That man is crazy. He puts everything he's got in there, whatever it is he's doing. He's fine. I can cook better than him. Just but yeah, he's blessed. What?
It's not on your chat. It's in our text.
No, there's over here.
Oh, I thought you were wondering what I was laughing at. I was laughing at my text message.
Anyway. What? You can buy a muzzle-loading Derringer from these people. What's this over here? Don't call me a liar.
America has an outpost to Canada. I'm pretty sure they call it Maine.
Yeah, is I don't know. Most of the guys I've talked to and watched from Maine are pretty savvy.
Gretchen wants to know how your boat's coming along.
My boat is coming along excellent, except for, I've got too many. I'm aiming at spring for the boat to be done. I'm not in any big rush on it because I want it to come out right. And by that, I mean, I'll get to a point and I'll realize I did something wrong and I'm having to back up and do it over. So, yeah, it's coming. Y'all want to go see it? I can't take y'all back there. So, y'all can follow me on Instagram and I'll put a picture up of the progress. I had a video I was going to put on Patreon, but then I realized that I was going to have to undo that and redo it because I come up with a better idea. I really do want this barrel boat to be undistinguishable from a store-bought boat, which isn't going to happen, but that's my aim.
Which tastes better, rat or raccoon?
Rat. Serious heart attack. I've never thought in a million years I would say that. That rat was flipping delicious. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. It was good. It's easier to clean than a raccoon. Yeah. Y'all make what looking at this? Because this is like my favoriteest thing ever. It like comes in like every couple of weeks. Then I go through it and then ask if I can buy stuff and I get told no. But no, seriously, have you ever eaten domesticated rabbit? What is wrong with my angle on my camera there? It seems off. Domesticated rabbit is a very, clean tasting meat. Doesn't taste anything like chicken. It's got a mild flavor. The white-throated wood rat, also known as the pack rat, tasted like domesticated rabbit. It didn't. I mean, it was better than cottontail. It was quite a bit better than jackrabbit. I enjoy both cottontail and jackrabbit, and I think I may have cheated on it because I've never country fried wild rabbit before. There's something, I don't know what's going on. It's is my chair short? I don't know what it is. There's something off with. Oh, see, yeah, there's something wrong with my camera because you're not supposed to see the top of that thing. What? We moved furniture. But anyway, dude, apparently it's a thing. A lot of people eat the pack rats. Now, I would be afraid to eat like a sewer rat or something, which is, I mean, they eat anything. Pack rats are grain fed, man. The ones here, they mostly eat hackberries and mesquite beans. They eat sugar. They're fat and lazy. Thank you, Smolo. Appreciate that, brother.
What is the real name? Oh, you said it was white-throated.
Yeah, white-throated wood rat is the actual name of somebody who's known me for the past 15, 16, 18 years, something like that. Found out that I ate a rat that day. She was not impressed either.
You want to go watch your channel, though?
She's got to go watch my channel. She's like, you did what? So. Yeah. No, pack rats will eat dog food.
Yeah. Dog food, cat food.
A pack rat. Hold on. Let's see let's educate each other on a pack rat. Dun, dun, dun. It's done this searchy, looky thing. Desert wood rat. Let's look in videos. You want to? White throated wood rat. Try that. Oh, you
Groundhogs, how does it taste?
groundhog? Never ate a groundhog. Gray dog tastes like a rat. Not a good rat.
LS started a new conspiracy.
What did you hear, LS? That is not a pack rat. That is not a pack rat. That is not a pack rat. Those are mice. That's disgusting. That's not a pack rat. What are they? Who takes these pictures of these animals? And this is a rat, a pack rat. See, I'm not eating those. Are the gross rats. See, that's a pack rat. Dun, 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 dun. Well, y'all gonna have to research pack rat your own self because apparently I'm not allowed to do that tonight. A pack rat isn't the same. They don't live their life the same way regular rats do. So. We got pack rats, crossbred with kangaroo rat. Oh, that's just weird. Oh, what? I heard the Titanic never sank thing or whatever. That's.
She said that her brother heard it and found a bunch of proof.
Rob, have you seen your shop? I'm just asking. You know. I have not eaten a weasel yet. We don't have weasels. Now, if the neighbor's ferret gets out and gets anywhere close, we will see what ferret tastes like. I've only ever seen nutria. I've never got to take one or anything. So no, this is a desert. We have rats and raccoons and rabbits and jackrabbits and a few pronghorns, some deer.
Sasquatch wants to keep Chipper in the back of his truck.
Now, why are you keeping Chipper in the back of your truck there, Sasquatch? Chipper, yeah, Chipper was in here. Chipper lurking in.
And Hose too. He's gonna have Chipper and Hose back there.
He's gonna have Chipper.
get
Chipper is
Chipper
riding in the
outside.
back of Sasquatch's truck with the hose. What
Smile like that.
have you got going on? That explains why Chipper is not talking in the chat. Chipper. Chipper, apparently you're in the back of Sasquatch's truck with the hose. Don't know what you're doing back there, but you're having a good time, and you're not allowed to leave. What's a stowaway from Oregon? HCP? Oh. Well, see, we've got different kind of rats around here. We've got pack rat, and then we've got regular. We've got black rats and field mice and stuff like that. Pack rats live a reasonably clean lifestyle. They won't even they have rooms in their dens or whatever, and they have a room to go to the bathroom. They won't even they don't poop or pee in their bed. And after they raise a litter of kits, I believe they're called, then they actually replace the bedding. Pack rats are actually a really clean animal. It's weird. Power drain. But anyway, I'm actually looking for somebody with a large enough piece of property that will allow me to do a West Texas survival challenge thing. But I need it really needs to be 160 or better acres. Because, well, you can't spend 2 weeks on 50 acres and not hunt everything out. Small game, birds, everything. Not Emma. Can you, Chico? You eat all the feral cats in a week, wouldn't you? I'd have to eat 2 of you a day. I'd have to eat 2 of you for 1 meal. You got no calories at all. None. You got no calories. You're calorie-less. Oh, here she comes. She better run. Would you like to say anything to the people? Look, I'm doing fluffy kitty videos. She doesn't actually love me. She just wants me to give her some milk. She just pretends to love me for milk. Because she's a cat.
You wouldn't give her milk. She wouldn't want you to give her milk.
I gave her milk when she was a kitten. Would you really want me to be the kind of person that changes midway through somebody's life and just completely changes the way I treat them? Would you really want me to be like that? I thought not. Consistency. It's all about consistency in one's behavior and treatment of other people. Either be consistently good or consistently bad, but be consistent. Right. Yeah, I was reading his deal. Hey, guns. It's always good when you're in the love stream, guns. And seriously, there was a 5-minute ad to get in. That's crazy. It doesn't let you set a time limit on the ads. And the annoying ad that starts at the front of that always pops up at the front of the videos or whatever is the one that's required. So. Do you ever find out anything on unicorn proofing your building? There, guns. Unicorns are a pain in the butt. I need to unicorn proof my truck. So. I almost unicorn proofed it the other day, but I forgot to take the safety off. What? Selling unicorns? Yeah. I searched concealed carry info earlier, and then I logged into something, and every one of the ads were on concealed carry. I was like, okay. Doesn't matter how many times you click the do not track, do not this, do not do all that. They're whatever you do on your phone, on your laptop, your tablet. They track everything you type. It's not just YouTube. It's they. Okay. Some of the individuals that were in the other stream a while ago that were bumping the gums real hard, they were talking about stuff that you don't talk about in a live chat. Okay. It's, well, not at all intelligent. Hey, Ben, you, that stuff, you know, you find out a guy's post office box. You write him a letter. He writes you back. And you discuss it. You don't text message. You do not text people about stuff like that. Phone calls are reasonably safe. You know, live, talk to talk, person to person. Text messages never go away. Emails are never deleted. They can always recover them. The proper application of technologies, you can still send an envelope through the United States Postal Service and not have to sweat it. Oh. Unless you're not fitting to knock down the closet door right here in my live stream, are you? I'm just asking. You know. Not.
$400 for me.
I hope so too. Yep. Not in my house, Texas. I don't even have a built-in camera on any of my devices. Well, except for my phone, which is updating, in case I didn't catch that. If you're in the other stream, they were talking about bedazzling the backpacks or whatever, in case you're, depending on what part of the country you're in, how you would fit in, how you would gray men in or whatever. Like around here, nobody's going to give you a second glance if you got a camo shirt and jeans on. Not going to happen. You're just like everybody else. People wear camo to church here. It's socially acceptable. Now, if you wear around here, you wear skinny jeans, got your hair all spiked up, and wear a floofy jacket or whatever, everybody's going to notice. If you're at a healthy body weight and have any self-respect at all, people notice you. Another one, man, I ain't going to have any storage space left on my phone if it gets so updated. Well, you got, and that OnStar in your car, seriously? It can just turn on and start talking to you. If it can turn on when you're getting a collision, it can be on any given time. It's every drive you make, every stop you make, every road you take. I mean, there's from the time you start driving your OnStar vehicle to the time you stop driving your OnStar vehicle 10 years later, it has a record of everywhere you went. It's not that much data. They can condense that data into a tiny file. It's not that much storage space needed to keep that. It's not at all difficult for it to be stored and retrievable. It's just, I'm just saying. Have you got enough hair to braid, Sasquatch? He was trying to fit in with normal society. Remember, and he had taken most of the hair off the top. Yeah, I was discussing the braiding the beard, getting, growing a real man's beard again and braiding it and stuff, and that didn't go real good. Your wife, hey, tell your wife we said hello. Hello, Mrs. Guns. Somebody ate all the apple butter. Wasn't me. I'm just saying. Get some kiddos too while you're at it. If y'all never watched NCIS, the car knows everything. How long have we been in here? I know I hadn't been very long. I like chili. I got the whatchamacallits like turned off. It's updating. It's been begging me to let it update for 4 days. And I finally got tired of listening to it whine and cry. So I said, okay, go ahead. Thank you. Not Killdeer. Anyway, before I lose too many people, I want y'all to put Lee back in your prayers. His screws come loose again. His body keeps rejecting the screws in his plate. So the 6th, he's going back, and they're gonna cut back into his scalp and take the screws the rest of the way out and remove the plate. There's been enough bone growth on the, what's it called? The piece of
Bone flap?
the flap. Yeah. There's been enough bone growth on the bone flap that he doesn't have to have the steel plate. So rather than go in and fix the screws and then go back in 6 months to take the screws or to take the plate off when they loosen out again. They're just going to remove the plate, and they're putting him, taking him, they're not going to let him work after he has the surgery. And put him on long-term disability again
Well,
until
this time long term. Last time it was short term.
there's something going on with the motor reflexes on the left side of his body. And
He's slurring.
his speech has started giving him some trouble of late. And anyway, yeah. Got slammed with all this afternoon. So anyway, yeah. If y'all wouldn't mind, lift him up. They can't find any obvious regrowth of his little buddy in his head, but ha ha ha. Guys with people's phone numbers. I can silence this, Sean. Thank you, brother. Treat any young people listening to the sound of my voice, treat your parents well. One day you'll have kids. Me and the missus were talking about that. It's we come to the conclusion that it's not that we have a problem with faith. It's that we have what do we call it? Deserve is that we still feel that we're not good enough. And that's something we're going to have to work on. Not in the million, thousand, 100 million, whatever's do I believe that God would do that. But we, for our walk, we need to start realizing that God is always God, no matter what's going on. Whether we like what's going on or not, God is always God. It has nothing to do with whether we deserve it or whether we don't deserve it. God's God and life is life and things go the way they go. Worshiping God is not about what God does for you. It's about the fact that He's God. He is a God that answers prayers, and He is a God that can do anything, and He has in the past. So, yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
And you have to go read Smolo's comment of a minute ago now.
Smolo. Fun fact. That Rob, I had no problems at all. If your friends don't love you enough to make your life a living beep, why do you have friends? When I was throwing ladders the other day, I sure could have used somebody blowing my phone up to tell me funny stuff. I wasn't trying to break them. I was just getting them out of the way. I saw a spotted Sasquatch once. You're an innocent bystander. That's
He's in the back of
oh, that's right.
truck.
We're sure that Chipper had nothing to do with what Rob was doing because he's still in the back of Sasquatch's truck with a hose.
With the hose.
Don't know what he's doing back there, but he's not allowed out. They are people that I trust to make sure that nobody gets ugly with each other or uses super foul language or starts talking off topic in a way that would cause disruption and non-copacetic feelings one to another. It takes a long time to get one of those in here.
You can tell them about Leah's dream.
Liz dream issue thing or whatever.
When I was little,
Yeah,
when I was
bored, I dreamed about an elephant. And then when I was already out and I was a baby, I was scared of elephants because I was a baby. But now that I was like 3, but I'm not 3 anymore. I'm like 4. I'm supposed to be 5. But like when I was 3, I was big, so I wasn't scared of elephants no more. And then I was liking elephants. And then I couldn't remember my dream last night because it wouldn't come. I was talking to it and I was asking it to show it. And I was going to use my password, but Mom told me I couldn't use my password because it was a secret. It went on for like 20 minutes. It was the best conversation all week. That's my granddaughter. Just she speaks, does it all with this matter of fact. This is the gospel truth I'm telling you here, Ma, our grandma and granddad. Actually, it's words that I'm not saying out loud and pop up. So, Texas Prepper, thank you, sir.
Grouchy dude though.
Later, Grouchy. You're foreign. EDC panel. Oh, is that what you're? A subscriber and supporter to our channels asked me to make some EDC panel for a couple of YouTubers. In the community to help others.
Yeah, the state police department.
Yeah, what? Do a group live stream thing and do EDCs or whatever. EDC organizer thingy. Okay. I call mine pockets. Just saying. Uh, well, yeah, he's probably going to be sore, and it's going to cost him a lot more pain than $20 will cover.
It depends on how fast the vehicle is.
Depends on how fast the truck is
I've
going.
jumped out of a pickup before.
That was dumb. Don't even bring that up. God, that was so long ago.
That was a long
That
time
was a
ago.
long time ago. Oh. Oh, 20 mile per hour. That's not bad.
Maybe a little sore, but he'll be
Little,
fine.
he'll be fine. I think that's about a bicycle crash. That's not too bad. I was able to get to the brake pedal. I'm not telling that story on here. I can tell you this much. It ended with my not quite new bride, about to be new bride, right? A couple days short of new bride.
I don't remember.
It was right. There was a wedding sometime within a week of it. Anyway, walked the last 2 or 3 blocks to the house with her business hanging out because her dress was all tore up. Because going a whole lot faster than when she actually got out of the vehicle. She was bailing. She used to have a temper.
I used to.
Oh. I wish we'd have had like a dash cam or something. That would be so funny to watch.
Tell Sasquatch yes.
Yes, I do. I haven't got to watch any of his videos lately because he makes me feel inadequate on my prepping. I'm just saying. I watched one. The last one I watched was when he did a response to the MAGA hat teen things or whatever.
Mike Gilbertson.
Hey, Mike Gilbert.
Panama.
What Panama thing? I guess I'll have to look and see what the Panama thing is. Yeah, inadequate prepping guilt is a real thing. If you suffer from inadequate prepper guilt, find a buddy. Find someone to sponsor you and work your way through it because it can result in negative prepping behavior. It is a real and serious problem. Oh, relief thing, work party. Hadn't heard anything about that. Is Panama still that tore up, or did they get hit again? I don't watch the news. I don't. The Drudge Report has become annoying to me. Yeah, we got. Oh, I if if I was financially secure, I'd probably volunteer to go down there and help them. I mean, uh, yeah, it's just a hurricane. Okay, you clean up the mess, salvage the boards you can, start building it back. Just build better than you did the first time. Uh, right now, I just want to like go get me a welding job down there and just start. I mean, there's enough used pipe and stuff. We could get a 20-foot wall built in a few weeks. Night, Biddy. Hey, Brian. I hope your goat gets better, and you should like get some cat repellent or something. Night, Smolo. Why is there a chicken cackling? Yeah, hold on there. Guys, I'll be right back. That's not a pilot egg.
Oh, no, because they don't lay eggs no more.
Two hens mad at each other cackling. I think one might actually lay an egg too.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I doubt it too, but it's the young ones. So that's possible. Yeah. I take a shotgun when I go out at night because, well, I do. These little $1 flashlights from the Wally World are like the handiest thing ever. Yeah, an egg would be awesome. This is not the right time of the year for that, though.
You need to go visit Rob.
What?
You need to go visit Rob.
Why I need to go visit Rob for?
So you can bring some eggs home. All you do is bring about 6 home and we'll be good.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to come steal fertilized eggs from your house, Robert. So yeah, if I show up. Besides, we got to do those gillies thingies or whatever. I know I didn't get back up there in time to do the bird hunt, but we can still do those, and we can like crawl around and like sneak up on your daughters and stuff and say boop stuff. Did we lose Robert? Oh, ah. Nice C103. We're not, this has been like the least informative. Hold on. Maybe not the least informative live chat I've ever done. Rank's right up there. Oh. Hold on. Huh? Yeah, get my act together. You need to have a serious topic. And I try, actually. And there's a lot of things I could be talking about serious, but I really don't feel like talking serious about anything tonight. Uh, got a major headache. I've had one for days. That has more to do with the fact that I'm 4 months behind on new glasses than anything else. And that's just because I don't want to drive for 45 minutes to get my eyes checked, to wait 2 weeks to go back, drive another 45 minutes to get my glasses. Not doing any more of those 1 hour eyeglass places, man. Those things are never right. Just I'm done with them people. They're always real close, but they're not right on. I think they've got a plus or minus on their lenses. And yeah. Not enough. Manoli blue. I need to find somebody with 300 or 400 acres that'll let me go out and play on it. All right, Chris Shrek. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Well, the thing is, I have a what's it called when your eyes don't focus on the same spot? Yeah, damn it. Anyway, my eyes don't focus on the same spot, and I have to have. I think I'm on 220 magnification now on my bifocals, or progressives, or whatever they call them. And so yeah, if my glasses aren't right, I get a headache. If I do very much reading or whatever. And I have done a lot of reading. Stigmatism, thank you.
You asked and I couldn't put
I just complete blank using the word my whole life, and it just ran away. I did find this. I don't know why I have an extra one of these. Did she? God, that cat can get back in the house quicker than snot, can't she?
No, I didn't put her out.
Oh. I think, I don't know. I do not know where this came from. Probably my son's. Put these back on. Break every rule in the eyeglass book and work them all. Who wants to help me mix mud and finish my mud hut? Well, we need to get the family unit back. I don't know what y'all are talking about over in the chat, but
Oh, now you can go baby.
yeah, I was really hoping that didn't come up.
And Brian Morlock is eating chicken wings right now, and so his touch screen's getting.
Okie dokie. I mean, how can you say a term baby can be aborted? I mean, if it can survive outside the womb, how is that
Where
not
was my
a
dream
person?
home? In the Arizona desert?
Nevada.
Nevada.
Don't tell everybody about it. We're supposed to keep it on the down low and start saving up money. Remember,
Yeah, or whatever.
dude? This thing is already set up. It's got
Totally off grid.
totally off grid. It's got wind, solar, uh, batteries. You know, it's got 2 water catchment systems. One of them is 4,500 gallons. It's got, what was it, 4 bedrooms or something?
Texas preppers out.
Not Texas. Anyway, it's on 40 acres. It's right at the snow line on a mountain. It's it's on the high ground, so the approach is protected or whatever. It's got a gold mine that is actually still has gold in it. It's all this
Go
stuff.
under the ground.
Do what?
Chris Griffin said it's too close to the super volcano. So it's not close enough to get the lava, but it'll get the ash, but you can just go underground.
That's why it's there. I mean, you go underground. You just ride out the ash. I mean, you still got to have your food prepped and stuff. I mean, they're not going to give you. I mean, it's 900 grand, $900,000 for 40 acres and the house with, it's got what, like 2-foot thick walls or something like that. I mean, it's got the water catchment, and yada yada yada. It's got antique organs or whatever, so you can play the piano.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can do without the organ being there. We just have to scrap it or something.
I just don't understand why you put something like that in a prepper retreat. I don't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Had, what did it say, 2 or 3 kitchens? Two kitchens? And
2
3
kitchens.
baths?
3 baths, several bedrooms. Looks like some kind of Chinese tree house, but there's no trees. Oh. And yeah, that was pretty cool. There's a little video on there. If you hide, get on the map and connect all the dots, color in all the states, and this has this, this has this, this has this. There is no place to run to when it happens, wherever you are.
And there's a gold mine under it, too.
Yeah, the gold mine under it.
Yeah.
You just have to be the lucky guy. You have to be not at ground zero. Do what you can do and then hope you're not at ground zero. Then, be right back. I have to go get rid of some coffee. There's no place safe from the Yellowstone caldera if it goes. The entire state of Texas, all the way down past Houston into the Gulf of Mexico, will be covered in half an inch of ash. So, they imported the votes. They're importing the votes at approximately 100 a day on the southern border. If it's 100 people a day, 365 days a year, that's every year, X number of more votes. And yeah, it didn't used to be that, but it's exponentially, because then they get over here and they have children, and then children have the right to vote, and the children vote the way their parents say, because, or they vote for the lifestyle that they were raised in without realizing that it's a lifestyle of slavery. But they don't care because they're happy slaves. Happy slaves don't revolt. Why? That's biblical. The Israelites were ready to go back to, or they were pissed off because they were free, because it was harder being free than it was being a slave. Whether you choose to believe it or not, I mean, and everybody's, oh, the government this, government that. The government's not the enemy. The government are just people pulling strings. I don't think Hillary and William Clinton are the head of their organization. I don't. I don't think they're the bosses. I don't think there's very many people over them, but I don't think they're the bosses. A person who's serious about taking over the world doesn't want anybody to know he's ruling the world. Or she. They don't want you to know who they are. They just want to run it. Because if nobody knows who you are, nobody knows your face, nobody knows your name, they can't be your enemy. They can't level the playing field. They can't come against you. You have all the power because you have all the information. All the stuff they leak out there and all the possible connections that we think we're making are given to us so they can distract, divide, Get on your knees, get right with God, live a biblically correct lifestyle. Treat your fellow man the way you want to be treated because God said so. And you will be okay. The people around you will be okay. The people you bring into that fold will be okay. That's all you can do. We used to have that 100 years ago in this country. But each year it got worse and worse. One of the biggest mistakes that was made was they started teaching pacifism in the Christian religion. No, in the Christian religion, you don't go out and looking for a fight. And it's only if your brother strikes you do you turn in the other cheek also. Doesn't say if your enemy comes up and punches you in the face.
And right now, the world is the devil's to run.
The devil owns the world. The devil is the prince of the air.
One day, the New Jerusalem will come down and it will be back in Jesus' God's control. But right now, he's letting the devil run amok.
Yeah. It's what we wanted, so God gave it to us a long time ago. And then we were like, oh, we didn't really know it was going to be like that. And it doesn't matter. Now he's got it. And he wasn't released from the authority of God. That's his only limitation, is that God has the final authority over what he does or doesn't do here. Many, many layers. I was thinking about that. My pie analogy was probably a very bad analogy. They wouldn't divide us into pie slices. They would, we each piece of, there would be tiny little chunks of fruit spread all over the place, but each kind of fruit would be drawn together. And then this pear over here couldn't get along with this pear over here because it's got all them peaches and cherries and grapes in between them. And they're too busy fighting with the peaches and cherries and grapes that are around them, that are fruit. It's the same thing. They're in the same can. They're in the same pie. And they can't get to the other ones over there.
Cruiser Mac is in.
Hey, Cruiser Mac.
And Westman said as soon as he's a free man, he's going to do a political channel. What do you call it? 30 days and the last Patriot channel will be born.
Cool. All right, we'll do it. Lyme disease bites. My brother had it though. They got him through it pretty easy. I should have been paying closer attention to The Simpsons. Apparently. Dude, I checked Fievel Goes West to see if they were blackpilling my kids with Fievel Goes West. And see, I would really like to do that. Put my political stuff on another channel. But Yeah, I've thought about it. I've actually got Wes S, the real one, on it as a YouTube channel, but that's all I need is to figure out some new way to organize my life.
Small onion can't be serious long enough to be political.
Yeah, small onion can't do it. Trust me. Make small. Now, I guess now small onion could probably get away with saying a lot more than I can. Small onion needs to say something about that Gillette commercial. I know that. But small onion, the manly man, and he's a little upset about the Gillette thing. It's
Oh, tell him about the Gillette man.
true story. My wife gets up this morning. She brushes her teeth when she's up bed. She reaches in the cabinet to get her toothbrush and gets a handful of something. She doesn't know what it is. She opens the door and it's shaving cream. The Gillette products in my house. I didn't know there was a can of Gillette shaving cream in there. It's left remnants from, I don't know if you can tell, it's remnants from my son's. It exploded. It couldn't take the pressure. It couldn't stand the hate for Gillette in the house, and it finally blew its top. It's funny. So don't worry about it. Gillette can't take the pressure for long without blowing its top. Go to the doctor with Lyme disease. There's too many potential long-term major health issues that can result from Lyme disease. It can not affect you for years and years and years, but then while you're not getting the symptoms and stuff, it's slowly doing stuff. Go to the doctor. All right, Sasquatch, have a good night. Pat the dog on the head. And always talk. If you can't trust your primary caregiver or primary physician to tell you the truth about essential oils and over-the-counter herbals and stuff like that, you need a new doctor for starters. But listen to me very carefully. Before you add herbal supplements, essential oils, or anything to your medical regimen, if you are seeing a doctor and you're taking prescribed medication, before you add any herbs or oils to your regimen, you talk to your doctor. A lot of the medications that the doctors prescribe are derived from these herbs, from these essential oils. They take the stuff in the oils and in the herbs and they put them in pill form and they give them to you. And then you go out and you buy the supplement and you take it on top of your medication because it's supposed to help with whatever. Instead of taking 400 milligrams of a chemical a day, you wind up with 900, and it puts your body into shock. And you die a horrible death. And you leave your wife and your young daughter and your grandchildren alone. Talk to your doctor before you add stuff to prescription medication. Be honest. It's important. The man was a friend of mine. People talked him into taking a herb because it was supposed to help the specific condition he was on. The doctor already had him on it. Talk to your doctor first. Yeah, it's just, I mean, people out there are always, and I know it's a thing. People search the internet and they go, "Oh, wait, this might work," or whatever. Another friend of mine heard that this one thing would help eliminate cancer. And ethically, yeah, it can work by itself. But if you're already on a drug to control your cancer and you take this, it actually balances it. What the anti-cancer drug is doing, this herb negates it. So he was taking, from the doctor, he was taking one medication to keep his cancer in check while waiting for a transplant. It got to the stage where they had it under control, but they couldn't remove that organ without killing him. He had to wait for a transplant. He thought he was buying himself more time by taking this herb. What he did is he stopped the anti-cancer drug from working and
Brian Warlock has an update.
Okay, what's the update?
I'm giving him one of the pieces of fish.
It's fine. You can get both of them if you want to.
That's what I was saying. He might eat both of them. He might not.
You'll regret it. That's a lot of fish. My stomach's killing me. I mean, those guys were over 6 pounds when I skinned them. Cut them in half, and then I cooked both of them. I ate one whole fish myself. I'm stuffed. Cool. I know a doctor that can't do math, like 2 + 2 and stuff like that, but he writes prescriptions, so it's all good.
Nano is out. I can't say that whole name, so just
All right. Manoli Blue, have a good night, bro. I want one, and my provider understands the holistic stuff, He knows what if it's a load of crap, and he knows what if it's not. He has suggested herbs to help with stuff. He's actually legitimately concerned with your health. He's making a living. He doesn't,
Preventative, yeah.
Yeah, preventative. Real doctors are hard to find. Actually, one of the best medical providers I ever had, primary health care provider, was a nurse practitioner. No, physician's assistant. He was a PA. But he's worked out of the same office as the doctor I'm talking about. So, ow, ow, ow. Who wants to comb my beard for me? But you gotta be real gentle so you don't pull hair.
Just shave it off if you want to pour it.
I ain't shaving my beard off, woman.
I'm just saying.
You know, I wear this beard as a protection for you, right? That way all the women don't come running in the building and trying to molest me all the time.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. I got to hide some of this handsome. But if I go out fully handsome out into the world, I just can't deal with all the attention I get from the ladies. It's just what it is. It's bad enough with the beard. Every time I see a woman out in public, I think they got some kind of twitch. They're always smiling and winking at me. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I don't know. They're always blessing me. Bless your heart. I get that a lot. Hey, I talk in all kinds of medicine and stuff like that. I don't know. I take Motrin for the pain and cough medicine for the cough. And pray I get better. That's me. Well, we could always just boycott the doctors and just never go see another doctor, which worked really well, 100 years ago, I guess.
Obviously,
I mean,
herbs and stuff don't take care of everything, or there wouldn't have been such high death rate back in the day before they made all the discoveries.
Modern medicine is corrupt and it's all about money. Over the past, 40, 50 years or something, it's gotten real bad. But I sure wouldn't want to live in a world without doctors and medicine. I don't know what, if I didn't have ibuprofen, I mean, what would I do? Without cortisone.
They must be doing the same kind of surveys they do for the Democrats, because no, I don't believe that.
What's that?
Studies show women are more attracted to men with beards.
Oh, it's a fact.
No, it's not.
Women are actually, real women are attracted to men with long hair too. My wife's a little different. She wants a clean shaven guy with long hair. And others want short hair and a big woolly beard. Corinthians is talking about shaving the top of your head. Being bald on top of your head. Don't get started on everybody's supposed to keep their hair cut short. Not golden. I think I'm about to get out of here too. Oh yeah, that's coming up on 2 hours, isn't it? Like I said a while ago, like 50 million years ago, I got a headache. Quit trying to follow this chat from.
Well, maybe it's because when you were born, your mom had to run from dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's right. I did kind of lie to my granddaughter a little bit about that. She was like telling elephant stories. I had to come up with something. So I told her that when I was born, that my mom had to run from dinosaurs because they was trying to eat me. But she threw all my brothers and sisters to them, so it was okay. That's how she saved my life. I'm not sure she believed it. I think she might have some trust issues. She has known me for almost 5 years, so it's understandable to a degree. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Thanks for supporting my channel. Plug Patreon while I'm here. I am putting some stuff out there that is never going to see the light of day on YouTube. I've started doing my own after show on. Did I say it on Friday night or Tuesday night? Friday. And may do get back in on Friday nights doing the group things or whatever. If you gentlemen would be interested in it. Anyway, we'll do the YouTube thing, and then we'll jump over and do the Patreon thing, where we don't have to worry so much about it. But anyway, Wes S. the Real One on Patreon. There's a lot of stuff over there you can watch without without being a patron or whatever. The only thing I ask is that if you decide to become a patron is $1 a month, and you just do it. I've had a few people do the $1 a month, watch the videos, and then cancel. It's not cool. So, you know, if you just want to watch the videos, just hang out. I mean, they'll go public on Patreon. You can watch them without doing that, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm perfectly fine with you following my channel on Patreon and watching the videos, 2 or 3 weeks down the line. I'm okay with that. Just do what you say you're going to do. God bless y'all. Y'all stay alive. Do not die. There will be shirts coming. So I'll let y'all know when they're here. See y'all Tuesday, 7:30ish Bible study. Probably going to stay really close to where we were last week.